Good evening, lovely tubers. My name is the White Mexican, and welcome to Market Watch Investments. I have a plethora of cards that I'll be showcasing for you guys tonight, and I do hope that you will enjoy. Getting things kickstarted tonight is going to be Chain Summoning. There's two variants of this, the OTS Pack 5 and the Phantom Darkness. I would like to start with the Phantom Darkness First Edition, seeing how they're the original prints, and since they're both commons, I think this one's going to be a little bit more ideal. This card's pretty cool, so it's a quick play spell card. If you guys don't know what it does, you can do a quick pause here. Really cool artwork. I love how it has dimensional fissure there. Playsets are starting at about 0.5 of a bone here for near mint first editions. Let's see if there's more bulkier buys of this, and there's quite a few available for under that bone mark, so not too bad. Again, there is the OTS, but the original prints first editions are so affordable. Plus Phantom Darkness, Light Destruction, just like icing on the cake. Amazing sets, so really great stuff on that. Next is going to be Air Knight Parashath. So there's really cool prints of this. I'm personally a big fan of the Speed Duels Secret Rares, and these have seen some pretty exponential growth in value. You can see trending here, some pretty good growth. Starting market price for these for lightly played is going to be around 7 bones. There is a stack of 12 here for about 8. So that's pretty cool. Of course, there are the original Legacy of Darkness versions, Ultras, which, first editions are quite pricey. They're the ideal variant, in my personal opinion. The Dark Beginning Super Rares are really cool too. These are really old, so I would go all the way down to mod play if it's like for the right price for ability purposes. Mod plays, there's one here for about 8. Ideally, want to go lightly played. Mod plays and lightly plays are pretty close. Well, kind of close-ish in value. There's a 2-stack here for 12, so pretty cool. Anyway, and then of course there's also the Super Rares from Dark Beginning 2. I have a couple of those myself. Those are really cool. But all around, I really do appreciate the Secret Rare variants, and these used to be like 2-3 bones. I think I picked up mine for about 4 range because I didn't pick them up immediately when this set dropped. I waited a little bit too long and ended up picking them before pop. But aesthetically really great. Next is going to be Kaiku. This is a really great Generation 1 card and potential use in maybe even Edison format and some other older formats. It was more than likely, I believe, used in Go format as well, which is pretty cool. My personal favorites are the original Labyrinth Nightmare First Edition Super Rares, which are right here. Then I would probably say it goes to the Parallel Ultras from Hobby League 4. Those are really nice too. There's also the Legendary Collection 3 Secret Rares, which are really nice as well. Some really great prints, but one thing I want to discuss tonight that I think is extremely undervalued is going to be the Champion Pack 5 Rares. So again, this is just rare, and there's a lot of great holofoil prints of this, but keep in mind this is an iconic card, really heavily used in like the first several years of the game. And standalone, just like a really great card. Like the sheer fact that you're for this effect right here is pretty detrimental. And still to the day, how this is one-sided, there's not a lot of cards that are one-sided like this. This is really good. This and like Dark Law are like some of the few cards that are one-sided that are just detrimental. So it's really insane. Again, there's not really a lot of bulk stacks for this, at least for this first page, and I can see why this is kind of not like a popular print because it's relatively pricey, being that it's just a rare. But do keep in mind it is Champion Pack, or I'm sorry, Tournament Pack. I apologize, even older than Champions Pack. So pretty cool stuff on that. Next is going to be Goddess with the Third Eye. So Light and Dark, they have like an abundance of support. They always have the best decks. They always will. Like the craziest decks are Light and Dark attribute based. There's a lot of cool variants of this. Well, not really cool, really just the Tournament Pack 5 commons and the Tournament Pack 1 rares are really just the only ones I really want to talk about. The other ones, for playability purposes, Dark Beginnings 2 maybe, it's a couple bones. You might as well just go for the Tournament Pack 5 commons at this point. Again, these are really cool fusion substitutes, pretty cool artwork too. It's got like that old school artwork style, really nostalgic. Let's see if there's any affordable price points for bulk prices, near mint, lightly played. Starting market price for bulk prices is going to be very affordable. Limitless Games has a stack here of 2 playsets for 2 bones for near mint. If they are truly new mint, you'll be the judge of that, but really great stuff. Alternatively, of course, there are the rares, which are really nice as well. being it's tournament pack and tournament pack 1, the very first tournament pack. But for lightly played or better, these are going for pretty incredible price points. Overpriced in my opinion. You might as well just get the common. Like literally the commons are 2 bones. Starting my price for the rares is 30 bones. That's insane. Even mod plays are like 25. So skip me on that. Just go ahead and get the tournament pack 5 commons. That's just fine. Just the same as Versago the Destroyer. So for the Tark variant side of things. Again, I personally have a couple of the Tournament Pack 5 commons, which are very, very affordable. Just out of curiosity, again, because this is Tournament Pack 1. Let's check lightly played and near mint variants of this original rare copy. So not quite as pricey as Goddess, but you know, still pretty pricey. Lightly played starting mark price is 25 bones right off the bat, so pretty pricey, but again, insanely ancient. Really, you know, I personally think collectible tournament pack, champion pack, having, you know, some really old school blowout high rarity stuff, like high rarity and like hierarchy, not really like range. And let's check out some bulk prices for the commons. Again, these are about 2 bones. There's the shipping here, but about 2-3 bones. So these are Spanish, unfortunately, so not quite as an abundance for Versago. I think there's probably just like a smidgen more, like a smithereen cast more of dark support than there is light, but light still has an abundance of an arsenal to choose from. Disturbance strategy is going to be next. So there's a really cheeky play where you can rip this and potentially combo it off with Droll and basically lock your opponent out and just rip their hand for free. You can also do it with that Trickstar card, Trickstar Reincarnation, I believe. You can rip that with Droll and you can basically just like cheek out their whole entire hand, which is pretty crazy. But the chances of you having this or Reincarnation with Droll is kind of here nor there, so it's just kind of this random combo. But I mean, maybe there's other potential for this card to be used, like deck out strategies. I know with like Runics, and people kind of like the popularity of Runics. Runics are more like anti-meta now, as opposed to like really just being like a true like deck out core builds, but it's kind of, you know, just a random cheeky card. There's a Dark Revs variant, OTS variant, and the Pharaonic Guardian. I personally like the original prints. Some Dark Rev stuff is cool for hollow foils. For the commons, I'm not too much of, you know, excited about the commons. But going to old school Generation 1 of Pharaonic Guardian first edition copies, we'll go ahead and just take a quick peek at what the bulk prices are looking at here. And starting market price is going to be about 0.25 of a bone. There's a stack of 4 near my first edition, and then pretty much just going to creep all the way up to a bone, but not until the bottom of the first page. So really quite an abundance. Cool artwork too. Recurring Nightmare is going to be next. So one, this has really amazing artwork. The secret rares from Forcer Breaker, like even Damage, like Unlimited, are like insane. They're like 12 plus bones. This is a crazy expensive card. Unfortunately, the rest of the other variants are common. I think the best one to go for if you don't have the secret, because like understandably it's really expensive, is going to be the OTS Pack 6 commons. Those are pretty cool. But just out of curiosity, while we're here, we're just going to go ahead and poke through here. So this is it. Really cool artwork. Pretty restrictive as far as this, but then again, we don't really know. Dark is always getting support, and always will get support, and we never know when a pretty strong archetype will come out, or a certain deck build that like is based off zero defense stuff. And this could rip for, you know, it's basically a salvage but for darks. It's obviously a lot more restrictive than salvage for waters, but for darks, like, you know, the Bible is like an abundance of resources for darks. So again, pretty much all across the board, starting market price is insane for this card, for, you know, given the fact. So anyway, all around good stuff. There's the OTS common as a failsafe if you guys want affordable print. Wiretap, I don't know, what do you guys think about this card? I think it's, you know, it is a counter trap. It's got, you know, these disgusting ultra rares, which are just like hideous. 2 ultra rares, which is just, you know, gag me with a spoon. It's tragic, honestly. But the super rares, I believe these are the original prints, if I'm not mistaken, from Dragons of Legend. These are pretty nice, and the best thing about this, how I like many of my investments, is they are extremely affordable, and for the most part, from what I can recall, abundance on the market, which is like the best combo for investing in. So well under a bone here for bulk prices, first edition copies. Near mint first edition, near mint and lightly played alike. Really cool. I love the artwork. I don't know if this is like supposed to be like an old school GPS. I love how it's like the old tech and then kind of like the somewhat new like mid tech. Anyway, kind of an interesting card. I mean, it can stop any trap. There's a lot of nasty traps like floodgates, majority floodgates. Pretty crazy, and it's quick enough to stop anything, like any solemn card. Food for thought. Reasoning is going to be next. So this card is really cool. This and Monster Gate run really similar. I feel like Monster Gate is a little bit more costly as far as like resources. You have to like proc off a monster and all this, whereas this is basically like free. This one's kind of a little bit more of a gamble, because depending on what your opponent knows about your deck, they can kind of guess your levels. But if we're playing a deck where that doesn't really matter, where you're really just trying to like mill into your graveyard for the most part, it's pretty good. Of course, I love the cardboard on cardboard artwork. Still to the day, we don't have a holofoil of this. Actually, I lied, there's a holofoil here, but it's premium gold infinite caca, so it doesn't really count. There's, you know, secret gold is all right for some secret gold, not all secret gold, but this this doesn't really count as a hollow foil to me personally. There is a star foil, so Star Pack 2014. There is first edition star foils, which are pretty cool. I have a couple copies myself. That is like my second favorite to the original Generation 1 very nostalgic magic stamped Pharaonic Guardian first edition variants, which are by far my favorite print of this until this comes like secret rare. This card's so good and it's been around for so long. It's seen so much play. Like, this deserves a secret rare Konami. Like, we really need a secret rare reprint of this, and it would just look gorgeous. So even for bulks here, lightly played, it's about a bone. For 4 from Card Crack. Let's just go ahead and switch over. There's Monster Gate right here, so showing face. And then it goes to about 2, and then it gets kind of crazy after that. So those first 2 are not too bad. If you guys don't have a playset, this is a fantastic card, especially to have like the OG original first edition. It's really nice. Zombie World is going to be next. So this is a really awesome card. I know there's like the different like purple and reds and greens and all those crazy like Duelist Leagues or whatever it's called. I know some people are into those. I'm not personally into those. I like Hobby League. Hobby League's cool. And like the super rares from Duelist League are really cool, but like the commons and the rares I'm not really a big fan of. So obviously this got a lot of reprints of late, you know, several commons, and then the Ghost of the Trash ultra rare, which is just disgusting. Personally, was pretty happy about that because it drove down the price of the Legendary Collection 4. Ultra rares, yes, it's ultra rare, it's really sad, but keep in mind this is Legendary Collection 3 and 4. There's a lot of iconic cards in these sets and just like blowout rarities, more specifically for the first edition secrets. Well, first edition exclusively across the board, but we always want to go first edition for these kind of things. But anyway, these are about 2 bones, and they, you know, trickle up to about 3 for the onesie twosies, and then for stacks is where they increase like crazy. Starting market price for stacks first editions is going to be 7 bones, so that's pretty surprising, but a really strong card. So, you know, Flunder's still kind of running around. I know at my locals we have a couple bird players here and there, and I'm still trying to figure out the ratios, like if it's like 2 of these or 2 of these and a Banshee, and it's kind of fun. But this is still a really good card, and I'm kind of biased because I'm just like borderline obsessed with zombies. Zombie builds are really fun. Lancia is going to be next. So again, there's a lot of crazy banishing, removing from play going on with like Bestials and the new Karakishka, or however you pronounce them. I can never pronounce the name right. Well, the new set's going to drop some support with that. It's pretty crazy. Of late, I've been playing a lot of Outlet, so it's pretty detrimental to me. Removing cards from play is really insane. So this may rise in popularity. We can already see the highest rarities as the secret rares from the first editions. First edition secret rares are already seeing somewhat of a price articulation increase. I think they were roughly around 5, and that's pretty much what they are. There's like a onesie stack here for 4, then they go to 5, 6 after that. The first stack is going to be about 7, a little Phantom under 7 for lightly played first edition. So pretty cool. I mean, they're secret, they look nice, but realistically, there is the OTS Tournament Pack 4 commons, and then the Duelist Alliance original first editions, like from the core set. These are insanely affordable and like very in abundance. I think for playability purposes, it's really not a big deal. Just cop these, especially if they go up, and it grows the popularity. Like, these are gonna go up. They're gonna go up to like a bone plus, even as commons right now, when they're like really affordable. So completely up to you guys on that. But you know, I respect if you guys want secrets. Secrets are fine too. They're not too terribly expensive, but they're not like 2 bones like they used to be. Allure Darkness is going to be next. So Branded Despia is, you know, as you can see here with this, you know, whole king cape and crown here. Really fun. Me myself, I'm actually running a Dark World Branded Despia Outlich combination slush mush. It's really fun. Still kind of tweaking it to be competitive, but it's definitely like a really fun deck. And I don't think Despia brand is going away. Like, it's a relatively easy deck to pilot for some variants, and it's just really fun. It's fast, and it's, you know, it's got a lot of fun fusions. So this card is using that. It's not the only deck. There's a lot of, again, dark based decks that run this that has really good draw power. There's a lot of really good rarities of this. Obviously the ultimate rares are insanely expensive, especially for the first editions. The original core set Ultras here from Phantom Darkness, really awesome set. Let's go ahead and take a look, see if there's any stacks of first editions for the normal Ultras. There unfortunately is only one. It's pretty expensive. Starting my crisis would be 33 bones. So that's kind of, ship has kind of sailed on that one for bulk prices. Used to have a couple of those, sold them. They've always been pretty good money. There's a lot of super rare variants. This has like Destiny Soldiers super rare, Dark Saviors super rare. I got another Mirrored Ultra Rare from Brothers of Legend. It has the Raging Battle Special Edition promo, which are my personal favorite super rares. If you're going to get all of them, like, this was the original super rare. Obviously, it came originally as Ultra and Ultimate Rare from Phantom Darkness, but the first super rare, the oldest super rare, is the Raging Battle Special Edition. Some players kind of like poop on this. They think like, oh, special edition, it's like mass printed, overprinted, you know, not really worth anything. This holds really good money. For the longest time, like years ago, this used to be like 2 bones all across the board, a bone, 2 bones, really affordable. Let's see what bulk prices are. Unfortunately, bulk prices are pretty much gone. Sorry guys, on this one as well. There's only a stack of 4, and starting market price is insanely overpriced at 10 plus, so that's kind of unfortunate. But there's several other first edition supers that you guys can try if you guys want. More draw power, Moray of Greed is going to be next, so for all your water lovers just like me, this is a really fun card. Unfortunately, there's only one hollow foil version, which is from Astral Pack 1, which is really old, the very first Astral Pack. Really cool artwork. I love how Pot of Greed is like this like eel looking fish coming out of the pot. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some bulk prices of this. Well, onesie twosie stacks is relatively expensive for what it is. It's about 5-ish bones starting market price for the onesie twosie stacks, or the onesie twosies, and then for bulk prices, starting market price is going to start around 7.6, which is pretty insane, and then jumps up significantly after that. So not really available for bulk prices, and, you know, at a happy price point. But again, keep in mind there is the original print Stardust Overdrive, which is like really cool. This is kind of I always get this set and Starstrike Blast mixed up. Cool sets, really cool time in the game. And there's also the OTS Turn Pack 11 commons, which, you know, for playability purposes, that's not bad. I don't remember if these ones kind of had issues like with the first run print. Again, I always get this and Starstrike Blast confused. There's something with like issues of first edition print runs or something. So really cool things to take into consideration. So Edison format is a real thing. Me personally, I'm probably going to lose all my friends because I am cultivating a burn stall deck, and Jowgin is a pretty key piece to that treachery. It's a pretty cheeky build. I'm actually really excited about it, but I know that it's gonna be interesting. Side decks are definitely gonna be important, so we'll see what happens here. I really wish we had a holofoil of this. I think a secret rare variant would look so nice. This is so old, and it still doesn't. Again, like if we're playing, like, you know, Edison format, we're going back doing Time Wizard stuff and going back, like it holds up relatively well. It doesn't really hold up anymore. Its stats aren't just really quite there, and like it can't really keep up with the fast metagame that it is. But like this was like the OG Fossil Dyna. Like before Light of Destruction, before we had Dyna, we had Jowgin. Jowgin was holding it down since Gen 1. We're talking about Labyrinth of Nightmare, the purple set. Really cool stuff. So there's Astral Pack 3, Dark getting Mirrored Rare, and then the Tournament Pack 5 commons. Now ideally I would say, like, yeah, go for a first edition rare, but they're pretty pricey for what they are. You'd think, oh, it's just a rare, you know, these sets were like super mass produced back in the day, but if you want like like a decently conditioned one first edition. Like, it's not too cheap. Well, that's actually not that bad. There's a 4 stack here for about 4, but again, it's like, do you really want to pay 4 bones for a Jowgen? Maybe because it's first edition, but not really. I don't really feel like paying 4 bones for a first edition. I mean, it is nice, it's cool, it's old, but in all reality, Tournament Pack is almost just as old, and even though it is a common, I mean, like, let's be real, like, outside of Edison format, like, you're not going to be, for the most part, unless like there's something crazy that comes out, you're not going to be playing this card in like modern formats. And the common's just so much more affordable. I mean, there's a fat stack of 4 right here for 2 bones for apparently near mint, so I would rather just get this Tournament Pack 5, and it works just the same for your Edison builds if you're playing stun or, again, like burn stall like me, just trying to negate things out. Last build is going to be next, so this is a really infamous ban card. It's not come off the list since being banned a long time ago, to the best of my understanding. There are the original prints from starter deck Yugi, like some of the first product, if not probably even the first product that we got here in the TCG, which are Magic Stamp, which are really nice. And then there's the Tournament Pack 7s, again, like I just go crazy for Champions Pack and Tournament Pack stuff, so these are both really nice. I will admit that being that these are the first print runs and you can get first edition variants as well as them having the Magic Stamp, this variant does take the cake for me personally. And let's go ahead and take a look at some price points, because this is just ungodly old. And the price points show face, like starting market price for onesie twosie stacks is 6 bones. It's pretty incredible. Just out of curiosity, let's see. And there's no bulk availability for first edition original prints. Alright, really quick, let's go ahead and just take a peek at the TP7s. I have several of these myself. Like, I have like a whole binder. Being organized in this game and just being really structured with your binders and how you like everything kind of laid out for quick access really makes a big difference, I think, you know, my personal experience. Starting stacks, lightly played. I guess lightly played is fine. Again, this card's old. It's old as dirt, super old. So 3 bones, kind of pricey. Again, several years back you would have been able to get these a lot more affordable, but times have kind of changed on that. So Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell is going to be next. I kind of have mixed thoughts on this because it's kind of situational. It's a pretty much going first card. You can just slap it down. Obviously there's Twin Twister, there's Lightning Storm. There's a lot of you know, heavy hitters that can disrupt back row for trap based decks, which I personally really like. So pretty situational, really cool artwork. There's some pretty good prints. Champion Pack 5 common is pretty cool, OTS 8, Astral Pack 6, and of course Dark Revs, and then the original Invasion of Chaos. So I personally like the original prints from Invasion of Chaos 1 because of Generation 1, 2 because Invasion of Chaos. Just really nostalgic, you know, important memories to me as, you know, kid, childhood stuff. So I would personally go for this one, first edition. If you guys want to experiment with this, let's just go ahead and go to first edition stacks. There's unfortunately 1 stack mod play for way too much. So let's do this. There's a stack of 2 here, and like the way you kind of get around these, so when people have free shipping but they only have like 2 instead of 3, you can usually like find other sellers that are really affordable, and you just make your card up to 5. Just go and like specifically go to the like here, and then just make your cart be 5. Just like go from like lowest to high and just add to your cart, and that's like a really quick tactic to is it my storefront? Did I not leave storefront? Okay, yeah, I need to leave storefront, that's why. Pot of Greed is going to be next. This card is the most infamous draw card of all time. Really great. Cool thing about this is Tournament Pack 3. Yes, it is common. To my understanding, I believe this is the only other print besides the original Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon Magic Stamp variants. There's a lot of really great prints. We have the Dark Beginnings, I think it's Dark Beginnings Super Rares. We have the Legendary Collection Secret Rares First Editions. We have the Duelist Pack Kaiba Ultimate Rare First Editions. I have them all. I love Pot of Greed. I gotten super greedy with the greedy. A lot of great prints, but again, for me, the nostalgia of having this Magic Stamp, and again, it being Tournament Pack 3, the first like Tournament Pack set, Tournament Pack, Champion Pack, and then I think Astral Pack or Turbo Pack. I can't remember if Astral came before Turbo or Turbo, but Tournament Pack was the first Tournament Pack series, so really, really old, really nostalgic, very, very collectible. This one, I would say ideally you really do want to go near mint, but if I'm being honest with you, I just picked up 2 playsets of this, and they were lightly played, and they looked fine. They weren't like, they were lightly played, but they weren't like super beat up, and it was fine. And I picked those up for 2 bones a piece, or 2 or 3, I can't remember. I think it was probably 3. Sounds probably a little bit more accurate, but not really a lot of stacks. Doesn't look like there's even stacks available here on this first page. Unfortunately, this has gone up exponentially for stacks, which is kind of sad, but onesie-twosie stacks are still available, and this is a really special print of the Greed. Demise of the Land is going to be next. So with Mystic Mind gone, praise everything that, you know, put in quat, deck quat. Can't speak today, this is crazy. You know, higher being of your choice, whatever it may be. Really, really great card. There's always, field magic cards are just some of the most powerful cards for like deck specific builds, and they're really good is basically what I'm trying to say. So there's the OTS pack 14, which is pretty cool. Ideally, again, Light Destruction, Phantom Darkness, Duelist Genesis, Crossroad, and Chaos. Those always run parallel. I always associate those sets together because they're some of my all-time favorite sets. I would go for the original ones, but again, they are, well, that actually not that too bad. They're like 2 bones for the onesie-twosie stacks, we know, which is a fair price given the power of this card, especially with the versatility of it being a quick place. It's just insane. Cool artwork too, really cool name. Bulk prices are going to go up significantly. They're about, starting market price is 4, and it trickles up after that. So kind of good luck on that. Again, there is the OTS other variant, so they really need to make a hollow foil of this. Like, this card is good enough. And again, you know, Light Destruction was a long time ago. It definitely needs to get at least a super rare, but ideally a secret rare, and definitely not a disgusting ultra rare. So again, Edison format, ladies and gentlemen, the common variants of Absolute Zero, Absolute Zero, even the commons. Starting market price, apparently this is like almost eradicated off the market. Is this seriously 9 bones? This is insane. So yeah, I guess hero players are into Edison. They're very much ripping it up in the Edison format or whatever it may be, because this is pretty much gone off the market. This is obscene money for this common, and dare I to even venture to the hollow foils. I like the super rare Generation Force one. These ones are cool too. They're quite pricey. My goodness, 50. It's gone up to 50 plus. These ones are disgusting. This is just, pretend this doesn't exist. No ultra rare should be $15. That's just outrageous. Gatling Dragon is next. This is just money, and like, it's always money. I don't really know why. I don't know what kind of like silly combo this is associated with, or this is just like a collector's anime card or a nostalgia thing. It's not nostalgic for me. I can tell you that much. I don't really know, but this is like, starting market price is like 10 bones for some reason. I don't know why. Comment below if you guys know. I don't know why. I guess Flaming Eternity was the original print. Maybe it comes ultimate rare, maybe it does. I'm not sure. Probably does, given that set in the era of the game. Dark Revelations 3, Dawn and Ultra. And then there's the 2 commons, which again, starting market price is like 10, 12 bones. So if you have this card, sell it. Who's buying it? I'm not sure. Queen of Autumn Leaves is going to be next. This card just looks really cool. It's Tournament Pack 2. She's got red hair. She's like an elf-looking anime girl, and it's insanely old, and that's really cool. And this card's really good money. Let's see. Well, we're going to, because this is more collector's based, we're going to go lightly played near mint. More specifically near mint. Starting market price is going to be 17 bones, and quickly trickles up after that. First playset, it's actually a 13 stack here, good number, for 20 bones. So for a common, pretty steep, but again, it's Tournament Pack 2. I don't really see people paying this price point for this. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't personally. Like, I like this card, but I don't like it like 20 bill pop. Like it that much. And Green Phantom King is going to be next, so kind of like the right half to Autumn Leaves. This was actually technically a solo print in Blue Eyes White Dragon LOB, and again, more specifically for first editions, just really cool artwork, like old school Gen 1 artwork of this. And then because it's super old, it's just Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon, first core set, Generation 1. Surprisingly enough, like onesie stacks are really affordable. They're like a bone pretty much all across the board. There is a 3-stack here for under 2, which is really surprising. Maybe I'm just strange and I'm like the only one that thinks this card looks really cool. So yeah, and then, you know, naturally articulates more value after that. The last card I have for you guys is Thunder Nan Nan. Yes, Thunder Nan Nan. Now, this is kind of random, but you know, when I was a kid and I was playing Cookie Cutter Chaos, I loved this card, and you know, this was like, you know, with limited resources that we had back then, the card pool was like insanely smaller compared to like modern day game state. This slate, this was a really good thing. This was a light Gemini elf. She's a total baddie, and you know, I never really stopped to like appreciate the artwork of this. Like, the artwork is just so fun. I really love like her like tiger dress, and she's like banging on the bongos, and she's got like these like Tony the Tiger gloves and just jamming in the lightning, and it's pretty cool. And you know, back then, I mean, a light level 4 1900, like that was like a beater, like that was a boss back then. Really nostalgic, awesome. Wouldn't recommend doing unlimiteds, because again, Legacy of Darkness got printed a lot, and you don't really know, if you're getting the like original unlimited, because like there was just so many print runs of this. So I would just stay safe and stay clear of unlimiteds and just go for first editions, and they're not too pricey. I mean, for the onesie stacks, they're like a bone, 2 bones, really affordable. But when you get to the stacks for first editions, that's when it gets kind of crazy. I love how it says, oh, okay, that's LOB for a minute. My mistake, I can't read English apparently. LOD, Legacy of Darkness, really cool. 5 bones, not too bad. This shipping is pretty disturbing though. Alternatively, there is the Tournament Pack 6 commons. Now, yes, they don't have this silver lettering, they're not rare, but they're still Generation 1, still Tournament Pack, very old, very collectible. And I mean, I would honestly say that these Tournament Pack 6 would give the first edition rare LODs like a run for their money. Like, these are almost as scarce, if not probably more scarce, in my personal opinion, than the first edition rares. Because again, it's Tournament Pack. It's still common, yes, but it's Tournament Pack. So let's check out bulk prices. And this is a steal. Like, this is an insane steal. This seller has both lightly played and near mints alike. Core TCG holding it down. Love this store. Fat stack of 12. This is incredible. Anything under a bone for this, for near mint lightly played, is insane in my personal opinion. Again, I could be a little biased just because like I'm a total like, I like this card a lot. This is pretty cool. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you guys enjoyed this video, please share it with someone that you believe will also enjoy it. I hope you guys are making some fantastic Yu-Gi-Oh! Investments yourself. This has been a showcasing by The White Mexican, and I'll see you in the next video.